Now, would you buy your children a backpack with Wi-Fi and GPS? Well, one company thinks you will, and they're launching a crowdfunding campaign to try and get the idea off the ground.
Yeah, YUUbag was set up in 2009 by two working mums, Gill Hayward and Kelly Forbes. Their aim was to find a way to keep their kids entertained on long journeys and while out and about. They already sell backpacks which transform into a portable entertainment station with a fold-down desk. The bags are now sold all over the world.
Now the company is raising funds for a new tech-enabled bag which will have Wi-Fi and GPS. And we're joined now by Gill Hayward, co-founder and director of YUUworld. Jill, thank you so much for coming into the studio. Now we've just seen briefly there on the screen some images of the bag. We've got one here. This is the tech bag.
This is indeed.
And just very quickly, if we just show, it unzips. This comes down like sort of a desk. There's lots of pockets, lots of places for them to put all their secret things, and it's easy for the kids to carry. It's actually quite lightweight. Now, you started off with a bag that wasn't tech-enabled. You're crowdfunding for one that is. So explain to us how the crowdfunding process works.
Well, as a small business, there's two challenges in our lives. There's resource and there's raising finance to bring new products to market. So one of the things that we've decided to do is to reach out to our customers and supporters and help them crowdfund our new product. Now, there's two types of crowdfunding. There's equity, which we're not in this game, or there's product-raised crowdfunding. So we're trying to bring the product to market with the help of people who come and pre-order in return for large discounts.
So people are going on to the website and they will buy the bag at a cheaper price and they'll get it in like 9 months, something
Absolutely.
like that.
In fact, less than that. Yeah. So it's because we're a children's product, Christmas is everything to us, so we're crowdfunding now so that we can bring the product to market and deliver it to our supporters October, November in time for Santa to deliver.
When you're just showing us the bag, I mean, it's got things like colouring books and frisbees and that sort of thing, but isn't the challenge trying to get kids away from tablets and smartphones, because surely that's what they want to be playing, and that's what you see a lot of parents using to keep them entertained while they're out and about.
I think it's really important that children can balance tech play and active play. And originally, when we designed the original range of products, it was about kids being able to get out and about and do all the things they want to do with all their entertainment on their back. So bizarrely, people maybe think that children are only in front of screens these days. We have snakes and ladders, pencils, pens, drawing in there, and the kids do love that as much. But equally, they will spend time on screens. And we recognise that it's important now that the children can, engage in tech in a more positive way. So one of the reasons that we created the GPS tracker bag was so that children could track their own adventures and be able to see where they go and count their steps on their journeys. And for parents, it's really about being able to track where the child in the bag is. It's peace of mind.
I think, it's quite an interesting point, because I can see the obvious progression from the backpack that you created. You went on Dragon's Den, you got funding from there, it went well for you guys, and you thought, how do we move on? And as you said, now a lot of stuff about tablets, about Wi-Fi, so that seems like the obvious progression. But this security element, the fact that parents can track their children, is that something that you've had mixed reviews on? Because I can imagine some parents would like that, other people might be very against that.
I think, in this day and age, most devices that people have, there's a tracking facility on it. Most parents or carers have had that moment when a child, maybe's been late back from school and you felt very nervous. So to be able to just go on and check the child's location, or even to be able to check whether a child has come in or out of a preset area or zone, the parents will be able to do that on their app. So I think it's
never lose the bag.
Never lose the bag.
Quite a good little bonus. Now, you've been running the business now for about 6 or 7 years. What would you say is the biggest challenge that you've faced?
I think in the early days, it was actually managing demand. When we launched, we sold our first product, within minutes, and we sold out our first container within weeks. So in the early stages, that challenge was being able to manage, how do we get the production and to meet the demand. More recently, it's in terms of, funding new product launches, being able to grow the business in the way that we want to, and gain the finance and the working capital to be able to do that.
Okay, Jill, and you've launched your crowdfunding. You launched about 3 weeks ago.
Yes,
you're almost halfway to what you need. So
yes.
Good luck with that. Jill Hayward, co-founder of YUUworld and the new YUUbag. All right, thanks very much for your time.
Nice to see you. Well, in a moment, we'll take a look through the